What's up, everybody? This is Friday, June 14th. It's been a while since we've been with you on the one-on-one show brought to you by the delatorrelaw firm right here in the heart of Central downtown, 135 West Central Boulevard. Phone numbers 407-733-0640. Our website's delatorrelaw.com. Today, we have our special guest is Arnaldo León from COD Protection Services, specializing in armed guards and unarmed guards for both private security and event security. Arnaldo, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Juan.
Thanks for coming, man. Arnaldo's a member of our group also in Lake Nona. You hear me talk about that a lot. A member of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Relocated from Puerto Rico.
You mean where I'm living? Where I was living over there?
Yeah, where were you living in Puerto Rico?
In Trujillo.
In Trujillo. Did you move to Florida after the hurricane, because of the hurricane?
That's true. On March 2018.
I welcomed you to the state of Florida and to Central Florida.
Thank you.
An example of the business people that relocated to Florida to open up businesses, in this case, a security corporation. Today, we're also talking about the 3-year anniversary of Pulse. We pray for the peace of all the families and everyone who was affected by this horrible tragedy when Central Florida became, unfortunately, a member of the fraternity of mass shootings on June 12, 2016. Was there anything that we could have done potentially to prevent a tragedy like this at a nightclub on that day?
I would say that when you own a nightclub, specifically a nightclub, you have to have certain things in place, like security plans.
Okay.
Not only in the entrance, but in the parking lot. If you also own a parking spot, because when you are in downtown and you have another businesses right next to you, it's very difficult to put another security personnel in that parking spot. But if you own a space that you also have the privilege of owning a parking spot, you should put another security officer in that area to prevent anything from happening as this tragic
General
event.
COD Protection Services for both private and event security. His phone number is 407-412-2669, 407-412-2669. He's also in Broward, but you can reach him at the local number, and he's at codprotectionservices.com, codprotectionservices.com. If you're noticing the black and gold colors right behind me, the balloons and stuff, I'm going to give a shout out to Cecilia Figueroa, my assistant, who took the time to decorate my office in black and gold. I posted some pictures earlier in the week. It was really nice of her. It was my birthday earlier this month. I was on vacation. I walked into balloons, all in black and gold colors, in my UCF colors. Shout out to UCF. And unfortunately, as much as I've had a happy day and a happy month, here talking the somber event, June 12th, 2016, the Pulse nightclub shooting, and relating back to what were the things that potentially could be done to prevent such a horrible strategy. Arnaldo was just talking about, having a security plan. From a legal perspective, Arnaldo, I have colleagues that work in an area of the law of what's called premise liability. Okay, premise liability usually comes about from the theory of negligence, right?
True.
So if you own a nightclub, any type of business, really, any type of business, and let's say there's been, break-ins in the parking lot, and it's happening on a frequent basis, okay? And the business owner knows about that, okay? I have colleagues that will sue the business owner if the business owner did not take any action to remedy. Like our building makes it a point to have security and to keep anyone who is not conducting business at the building outside of the confines of the parking lot.
When someone enters any office building, there should be someone receiving everyone. So, because let's say that I enter this building and you don't have a security guard or a concierge. I'm just deciding where to go. So when you have that first person, a security guard or a concierge, you are putting that person to ask a question to any individual that approach to your building. It's like, hi, how can I help you? Who you are here to meet with? And obviously those are the first line that intervenes if someone comes with a criminal mindset to take upon anyone
with malice. Anybody
Yeah.
that's come approaching the building with malice or
Yes.
como decimos en español, malicia. It's not a good idea to let everybody know how you're doing your security, correct?
That's
because then they can use that information to circumvent it. What do you think about that?
Well, I would say since I moved here to Florida, I have noticed that everything here is so public.
Right.
So when it comes to security plans and security protocols, that is something that you have to be very jealous about it, because there is something just for the board director or anyone in the security department.
Right.
It's not for everyone. I mean,
a closed circle.
Yeah.
Your director of security or whoever's in charge of the security and the upper management of the corporation.
Yeah,
right?
Correct. And also, obviously, you have to have a plan, let's say for an emergency plan. You have to train everyone inside that building into that plan.
So you're talking evacuation plans,
evacuation, lockdown,
an active shooter situation,
specifically
right
now.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the schools now run active shooter drills.
Yeah.
Right. Do you consult on that basis? Do you provide consulting on how to implement, say, RFID chips and technology and badging? And you do.
Yes,
okay.
I do. But sometimes when it comes to give those implementation, most of business owners, they only see it as an expense, and it's not really. It is about prevention.
What you just said, that's the negligence factor.
Yeah.
Businesses don't want to spend money on this, and then something happens, right? And then something happens, and you didn't take proper measures to protect your business or to protect your customers and your patrons, and now you're liable.
Correct.
Now you're liable, and we hope that you have a very good insurance policy if that's the case. Because otherwise, you're probably going out of business.
When it comes to this kind of situation, is all about
prevention.
Seconds. It takes seconds just for you to react or prevent. But if you spot and you got that information already on your hands, take action.
What is your opinion about keeping weapons in a business establishment? If you're going to keep them, those people have to have training, I presume, right?
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, if it is like a private business and not like a public courthouse, every owner has their own
rights,
their own rights to do whatever they want inside their location, because it is their business. So they can put every rule that they want. But I mean, over having a gun within an establishment, it would be matter of trainings. It would be something depending on training. So if you don't know everyone else training, then don't. Because I mean, if you are an instructor in firearm or have been into tactical trainings, then good for you. But if your employees haven't, then don't allow any guns into you.
It's like the issue with arming teachers now, right?
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a difficult issue. We're not going to get into the politics of it, but that teacher has to be trained by a certified instructor.
And I read about it. It's about 140 or 76 hours of training, something like that. It is way more comparing to the security officers. Right. To have a Class D, you need only 40 hours, and to be a G license will be another 28 hours.
Okay.
So it will be a total of 68 hours just to be an armed security officer. But as to be an armed teacher, we're talking about 100 and something hours of training.
This has been the One-on-One Show, brought to you by the delatorrelaw Law Firm, right here in the heart of central downtown Orlando, Florida. 407-733-0640 is our phone number. I'm going to slow down because I'm kind of a fast talker. 407-733-0640. Our website is delatorrelaw.com. You can find us right here on Facebook at Delatorrelaw Law Firm. And we had our special guest today, Arnaldo León, right there from COD Protection Services. COD Protection Services can be reached at 407-412-2669. Arnaldo, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, man. It was a minute. We had to come in. And thanks for joining us today on this Friday, July 14th, Black and Gold Friday, UCF Friday. And for all of those that passed away at the tragedy of Pulse nightclub, may they rest in peace. And close out the show with a moment of silence for those.